So still ahead, middle schoolers in Fullerton have built a tiny home with a very special purpose. Bob is checking that out this morning.
That's right. Junior high school kids here in Fullerton decided to tackle a really big issue, the issue of homelessness. And over the past several months, they have been working on this, a tiny home for an unhoused family here in the Fullerton School District. And today, they are unveiling it. We will show you. Coming up.
Welcome back. A group of middle schoolers in Orange County wondered what they could do about fellow students who were experiencing homelessness.
And they decided that they could help show the way by literally building a house that could get one family off the street. Bob DeCastro is at Nicholas Junior High in Fullerton with more. Good morning.
Good morning. When you think about it, a lot of districts don't even have a wood shop program, right? And when maybe you had one in your junior high school or high school, maybe you built a table or a chair or a bench. Well, these students at Nichols Junior High School built a home. Yes, a tiny home, tackling a very big issue, of course, the homelessness crisis, and specifically for some families that live here in the Fullerton community. I've got Jeremy, who is the Assistant Superintendent of Innovation here at the district, to show us what the kids built. This is really innovating right here, I would say, and pretty impressive. I think Brian's going to go around the corner and show us what we're looking at here. This is a nice house.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. We have an amazing group of 8th graders who've done a ton of the work, and then we also have this amazing group of adults through a company called New Dimensions that have always helped us make sure step by step everything was safe, everything was to plan, and the kids had done a great job at every step. And there was a lot of mentoring that happened through this. Our shop teacher, Musio Vidalis, is amazing and did great work here. So it's been an amazing project.
So how did you and the kids, the district and the kids, envision this being used? I love how you thought of everything here, because there's like 3 different beds. You can pull this thing out here. Kids can climb up to the bunk over here. So a family could actually live here for a temporary period of time.
Yes, that's actually our goal. We have over 190 families who are experiencing homelessness in our district. We're the K-8 district in Fullerton, so middles and elementary schools. And what we're looking for is a family that could benefit from transitional housing. So we have a group who's going to help case manage the family for us, and we're hoping about every 6 months to be able to move a family in, give them this space so they can save money up for a more permanent housing for themselves, and then move another family in about every 6 months.
And I love it that you put them in a place where they can become more stable, so that they can have a more permanent, stable situation, right? Because eventually this gets moved over to, where is it, Orangethorpe Elementary School, like a piece of property over there, and then you have other services working with them to make sure that they get into a more stable situation.
Yes, absolutely. So this is the build area, and then actually in August this will be moved over and a new trailer will come in, because next year they'll be building another one. So we use these great plans from a lady named Anna White. She's got a cool blog and she posts free plans. She's actually up in Alaska and she just makes these plans. So we took hers, we had an architect look at them and say, yeah, these are really good. Let's tweak here, let's tweak there. But then this will go over to the Orangethorpe property. We've poured a pad based on a grant given to us by Supervisor Doug Chafee that helped us build a community center. And then our hope is 3 in that one area. So for the next 3 years, we should have a little tiny home community of 3 different families at a time together.
I have to think when the kids are building this, that they're also thinking, this is a family, this is someone that we may know, this is someone living in our community that's actually going to live here, and they want to themselves feel like this is a place that they too could live in, and it's comfortable for a family.
Yeah, and that's been great to see that. I mean, a couple of things. So the servant leadership aspect of this has been a pretty nice piece for the students to understand. We have an impact now. We're doing something good for the community. We actually have a 3-pronged approach. We have these kids building. We have another group of kids in the ASB class who are actually documenting it. And then we have another group over at Parks Junior High who actually went and presented to the city council to say, hey, Fullerton City, let's get on board. Maybe we could work together on more tiny home communities.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So the ceremony is going to take place later today. So congrats on all the kids and the Fullerton School District for coming up with this idea. And can you believe, as I send it back to you, that they actually want this to be a program that's going to stay here within the future? As he was saying, they're hoping to already build one next year and even the year after that. So
Remarkable.
the plan is at least 3 over the next couple of years. And then he's saying maybe we'll find a piece of property or someone will donate a place where we can have even more of these. And this can be a permanent part of the Fullerton School District and Nichols Junior High School.
It's good stuff. Thank you, Bob, for bringing that to us. Good
Very
stuff.
cool.
Something tangible.
Yeah, really cool.
You know,
Yes.
that you can see people living. Many of us feel helpless when we think about the homeless situation here in Southern California. The problem is so big and so multi-layered, it's easy to feel powerless to help.
Yeah, but for a group of students in Orange County, that wasn't good enough. So they pitched in to help at least one family by building a tiny home. Bob DeCastro at Nicholas Junior High School in Fullerton with more. Hey there, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, and they're telling me that this is just the beginning. So a lot of excitement here at Nichols Junior High School. As you see, there's a red tape behind me. They're going to be unveiling this tiny house for an unhoused family here in the Fullerton community very shortly, about an hour from now. But we have a sneak peek. It is a pretty amazing home. As I close the door here so we can show you a little bit more of what it looks like inside. I'm going to bring in Lionel, who is the president of the Fullerton School Board, to show us a little bit of this tiny home that they built. You're seeing this pretty much for the first time too.
Yes.
It's pretty impressive.
It is awesome. It is basic. It is simple. It will meet the needs of one of our Fullerton School District families here.
Yeah, and tell us the issue here. And the kids saw a need, the district saw a need. You have families in this district who are homeless or don't have those basic needs.
Yeah. So again, the school district had looked at the different partnerships that we have out in the community, and we knew that we would get the support of some of those resources and organizations that meet the needs of those that are unhoused. And again, we're really innovative in the way we think about things, not just meeting our students' needs, but also meeting the needs of the community members that live here in our neighborhoods.
So the district is looking, and they're like, we actually have a place to put this house, right? Yeah. Where is it going to go, and what's going to happen here in the next couple of months?
Yeah, so we're going to be moving this just down the street to Orangethorpe Elementary, where we have a little excess land that we're going to be able to have this be its permanent home for the next couple years, however long it stays intact there. And then we're going to be selecting a family that's going to be living there anywhere from 6 to 8 months, just to get them off their feet.
And we were just talking about how the kids are learning these carpentry skills, right? They're like learning how to put sheetrock up and all that stuff, but they're learning so much more here.
Oh no, definitely. They're learning the impact that they have out in the community, and those that are in need as well too, just because they're not just learning how to cut, measure, mathematics, they're problem solving, but they're also having social impact skills to those that are also going to school with them.
Making a big difference for other families that are living here in the school district. All right, Thank you so much, Lionel. So this is just the first one. There's a couple of more on the way. They say once this is complete, they get a family in here that lives here transitionally for maybe 6 months, but their hope is the next year and the following year they'll build at least 2 more.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you sharing that with us.
Seeing an issue and then actually doing something that's tangible. I love that.
That's how you change the world.
The future is bright, my friend.
Back here locally, a group of middle schoolers in Orange County wondered what they could do about fellow students who are experiencing homelessness.
Well, they decided they could help show the way by literally building a house that could get one family off the street. Bob DeCastro is at Nicholas Junior High in Fullerton. Bob.
It's hard to believe that junior high schoolers actually built this. And let me tell you, it's quite comfortable. I'm in the loft right now. You can easily have some kids up here. This is only about 200 square feet. I'm going to come on down, and there's 2 other beds here, too, so you can really fit a pretty good family here for 6 months, the time it might take for them to get into more stable conditions. As I climb down here as carefully as I can, and I want to bring in Hilda, who is one of the trustees with the Fullerton School District, to tell us a little bit more about what was done here. First of all, pretty impressive, right? That these junior high schoolers did this. Anywhere in the country where kids this young are working on something like this?
Not that we know of.
Yeah.
There could be, but we don't know about it.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested in this because the district couldn't put money toward this. So the Fullerton Education Foundation had to fund it through donations and grants and people giving us materials. So I'm president of that organization, and we are super proud of the accomplishments.
I love how the whole community came together for this, right? Because a lot of the stuff you were telling me, including the floor, the beds, they were all donated. And then the district had to kind of innovate too, because this home is actually going to end up on district property for
Yes.
unhoused families within the district.
Yes, the slab is already down. It will be pulled over there. It's on a rail. This is a railroad car bed, and we will hook it up to electricity. We'll hook it up to water, and it's going to be good to go.
Yeah, and we were saying like how much the kids learn here, because first of all, you know, I don't know if I could build an A-frame, but they learn how to do that. So they learn these carpentry skills, right? And then they learn so much more. Yeah,
boys and girls. And in the beginning, the first part they built, sometimes it would be this much too long, and they didn't realize that much too long doesn't work.
Yeah.
So they had to learn precision. They had to learn teamwork.
Yeah.
And they had to learn patience, plus using power tools.
Yeah. And they've learned how to be good citizens, good members of the community. So much they've learned here. Thank you so much, Hilda. It really is truly, truly, truly impressive, but it took them about a year to build this. And what's even more impressive, this is just number one, because over the next couple of years, they plan to build number 2 and number 3, these 3 tiny homes that are going to be in this plot here at the Fullerton School District. So big unveiling here today.